All right, parents, so I'm shooting this video because I had a lot of parents reach out to me saying that their child was struggling with subtracting numbers. And the worksheet that I sent home last week was 100 subtracted by a 2-digit number, maybe like 37 or something like that. And so I wanted to show you the 4 different ways that we have learned how to do this. And I will say, this is not your child's fault that they might not retain this information. You have to understand we've been in and out of school this whole second quarter. And so I just wanted to go over these strategies again, just in case you are willing to help them solve these equations. So the first one that I wanted to go over was, the first way we learned how to do it was the number bond way. And when we did the number bond way, we had a song that went along with it. I'm gonna go get the song in a minute, but let me go get the song first. So I don't know if you all remembered, but we had a song to go with the number bond method. And basically, it goes to the Tootsie Slide. Math isn't coming so breezy. 2 plus 2 is too easy. Number bonds are really, really cheesy. Miss Rollins got a song to make it easy. I'm gonna show you how to get it. All right? So if we're taking this number 100 minus 22. When we originally did this, we did it by 2-digit numbers, and your kids were able to you find the number within 10 or something like that. So it was a little bit simpler, but this way it's a little bit, it might be a little bit more challenging for them, but it's time to move on to harder skills for them. And so the first thing that we started, the second verse was, it goes whole on the top, parts on the side, parts on the side, whole on the top. That's letting your child know that this is the number bond song and we need to set up our number bond. So our number bond stems from 100, okay? Now, the part that gets them is that add them both together and you know it's going to slide, okay? So when they add these two numbers, these two parts together, it should equal up to this whole, all right? Now, a way that they can do this is they can find a number that's close to 22 that makes sense, or it might be a little bit easier for them to subtract. So I would say like a number that might be easier for them to subtract would be either 25 or 30. And I'm gonna go with 30 because it's a whole number and it won't be as hard for them to subtract 30 from 22, okay? So then we have 30, and then on this side, it has to add up to 100. And so we know that the other part of 30 would be 70. If they have a hard time with that, just remind them that 7 plus 3 equals 10, okay? So 7 tens plus 3 tens equals 10 tens, all right? So now we're here. Now, so it goes whole on the top, parts on the side, whole on the top. Add them both together, you know it's gonna slide. Can't let this one slide. All right, this is the part that they love. Do you wanna dance with me? Yes, I can do a big circle. And don't forget the symbol. So now that's letting them know that they need to take this number over here, they need to circle it, and don't forget the symbol, because the symbol can change what they're supposed to do. Then it says take it to the bottom and add them. But they know that because this symbol right here isn't an addition sign, they know that they're supposed to subtract. So we're just going to take this to the bottom, and we're going to do 30 minus 22. All right, that might be it's a little glare on it, but that might be a little hard for them to solve. So you can have them draw their pictures. How many tens are in 30? 3 tens. Tens look like sticks. 1, 2, 3. So it is showing us our 10 sticks. I don't have my 10 sticks beside me. All right, the reason why we use our 10 sticks is because it's 10 ones in there, and this is what it looks like. All right, so they know that. And then they need to do 22. When they're doing the number 22, they know that 22 has 2 10s and 2 1s, okay? So the first thing they can do is they can cancel out those 2 10s. And then when it comes down to this last one, you need to ask them, what do you do with this last one? Can you take 2 away from 10? What do you need to do? And what I tell them they need to do is they need to just constantly do this. What does this mean when you have to? Then they'll realize that they need to break it apart and change this 1 10 unto 10 ones. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then you can ask them, all right, now, can you take away those 2 1s away? And they'll say yes. And so they'll cancel out their 2 1s, and then you tell them to count it. So now they know that they only have 8 left. All right? Then the next part, we move on. Do you want to dance with me? Yes. I can bring you to the bottom. So what I say, what am I bringing to the bottom, second grade? What am I bringing to the bottom? What am I going to bring to the bottom? Oh, Miss Rollins, you have to bring your 70 to the bottom. So now they know that we take our 70 and we bring it to the bottom. And then what do we need to do? It says, I can bring you to the bottom. And now we need to add them. All right, so what are we adding? What are we adding? We take this 8, we bring it over. 70 plus 8 equals, if they struggle with this, tell them to draw their 10s again. How many 10s are in 70? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many 1s? 8 1s. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now they know 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78. The answer is 78. So now we know that 100 minus 22 equals 78. They should be able to get to it that way. This is the first way that we learned how to do it when we were doing the number bond method, all right? We're going to take the same problem. Some of them remember the song. They like the song. Some of them don't remember it. The next way we can do this, okay, is using our 10s and our 1s. This is probably one of the most popular ways that they do it in class. I give them 10 10s and a set of 1s. They sit down, they solve the problems. Some of them still struggle with it. We haven't been in school, parents. All right, so the first thing that I do, we start with our number 100. How many 10s are in the number 100? How many 10s are in the number 100? When I'm going over this, I ask them, how many 10s are in the number 100? All right, so then they can tell me, 100 has how many 10s? 10 10s. All right, let's draw it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, and now we need to subtract 22. 22 has how many 10s in it? 2 10s. How many 1s? 2 1s. 2 1s. All right, so then if we take away our 2 10s, like we said, that's already gone. Now, can we take away a 1 from this? Can we take away 2 1s from this? They're not going to be able to do it. Hi, Ms. Barton. All right, parents. So then we get down to finding, taking apart our 2 1s from this equation. We got to take away our 2 10s, take away our 2 1s now. So, like I said before, remind them we're breaking this 10. We have to do something to this 10. They cannot leave this 10 the same. They have to just keep on doing this, and then we'll let them know they need to break this 10. Sometimes they forget, sometimes they remember, sometimes they can tell you and then still know how to do it. But they need to go back and draw these 10 1s in here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm drawing these 10s, 10 1s, okay? So now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. They have their 10 1s again. Now, if they go back and they count this, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 78, they should still get 78. That's the second way that we've been learning how to do this. Third way we've been learning how to do the same problem. We used 100 minus 22 equals, and then they can set it up using their place value chart, hundreds, tens, ones, okay? And they know that 100 is this big, but we cannot do anything with that. We cannot take away 22 from anything, so we need to move this accordingly. So we need to take this apart, and this will change into 10 tens. So I'm going to go ahead and X that out, change this to 10 tens, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They can also use circles. That's another way, just using like the place value this with but some of them weren't here virtually when I started to teach them, so they might revert back to this method of doing their 10 tens. Basically, it's just when I was teaching them about bundles, and I had 10 tens bundled together to make 100. And so now they know that this is what 110 looks like. So yeah. All right, so here we go. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. But we still have to get that 110 over there. So when they unbundle it again, they should be able just to do, because these came over here, then this one is going over here. They should know to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, now they can take away 22. When they do this method, I do ask them to start in their ones place, just because we're going to be using this method a little bit later. So if they take away 22, take away 2 ones, that leaves them with how many? 8. They should write the number at the bottom, 8 ones. And then from their tens, take away 2 tens, 1, 2. That leaves them with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tens. Their new number, 78. And then we have 0 hundredths because we broke it down and moved it over here. That's the third way we learned how to do it. And the last way, still kind of a struggle for some of them. I did test them on this. Basically, what you do, is you would start them at 100, and then you would tell them to go down the line and figure out what number they get to. This is called the arrow method. I don't know if this is how many I'm going to need, but let's just try it. So if we take away 10, we would do minus 10 from 100, because 22 has 2 tens. So then it will put them at 90. Then we do minus 10 again. That's our last 10. That will put us at 80. Then minus 1, which will put them at 79. And then minus 1, which will put them at 78. Always solving this problem is the same, as long as they get to the same answer of 78. These are the 4 ways that I've taught them how to do it. And so now it's just getting them to practice. I will be reviewing this tomorrow in class to get them to pick a method they really like. I still have some kids that take out their number chart and will literally count 22 out of 100 until they get to 78. It's not the most time efficient way, but that's the way they want to do it. So at the end of the day, as long as they're getting to the correct answer, hopefully they will use one of these methods soon. All right, parents, so I just wanted to create this video for you all because I had a few parents reach out to me about your child or their child struggling with being able to subtract from